Kia ora, I'm Warren from Little Bushman, and this follows.
I'm Rick from Little Bushman.
And you're checking out Pharmtv.
Yeah.
How you've done what, 3 shows so far in Australia since you've been back?
5.
This is the 5th one tonight.
5 gigs in 6 days. Woo, rock and roll.
What's your favourite one so far?
I reckon actually Melbourne was really good.
And there's a lot of Kiwis around that area of town, and I think it's about a 450 capacity venue, and there were about 350 people there. So that's pretty good considering we're just, no one knows us over here. A lot of bands seem to be doing a little bit of psychedelic stuff. I mean, you even get reggae bands going a bit psychedelic, in some parts, and I think maybe people are realising that audiences need a bit of magic, Some make those mistakes halfway through a gig and go, ooh, that feedback, ooh, that's out of it, Drum solos, just keep them guessing.
Have you thought about bringing other genres in, maybe, I don't know, a bit of dub or something onto it, or is it?
I reckon we've got a pretty wide palette of influences anyway. The tune Where We Got Born, it has quite a dub flavour in the way the bass line works.
Yeah.
So there's definitely the sort of dub influences in that tune, but we still like to be quite closely related to roots music. We take more the bluesy end of that, but it's still roots music. But as well as, of course, the psychedelic influences.
Me personally, I would want to avoid, putting any obvious reggae influence in. Mainly because I've been involved with reggae for 10 years sort of thing. I'd rather be known as what we are at the moment, which is psychedelic rock, blues, and just now and again, we might do, like I was saying before, some improv, some spontaneous thing that someone puts a skank in, or you know what I mean, on just that show, so that people went, oh, they laid down the bob track halfway through, Borns, and all that just comes from the ether,
And you guys have got a show coming up with the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
So you must be looking forward to that.
October 23 to October 23rd at the Wellington Town Hall, the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra, and fantastic arranger, John Sarthis. He lectures up at Victoria University. He's done all the arrangements. We did the arrangements last year with the Auckland Philharmonic, and that was phenomenal, man. It's just unbelievable. It's been the highlight of my career. So.
Making the show in Wellington, is it sort of because it's central, or were you going to think about doing it in South Island or Auckland, or are you doing a full tour with it, or is it just that one show?
There's been talk of a tour, but at the moment we did the Auckland Philharmonic gig last year, so we thought let's do a Wellington one this year, and we're actually thinking about working with the NZSO, and it just worked out they were interested in working with us as well, so that's great. And if all goes well, then we might be able to take it down to Christchurch, or at least around a couple of other centres, hopefully.
My ultimate dream would be actually to take it right around the world, play with the Vienna Philharmonic, and Berlin Symphony, and do a gig like a Thursday night with these orchestras, and make it a real cultural experience, and then on the Saturday night do the 4-piece bogan rock thing, so you get complete contrast in one town in that 1 week, and then on to the next in France.
It's cool though, because you can get really psychedelic with the orchestra.
Oh yeah, and we did, eh?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, those strings.
Yeah.
Just do the sort of tremolo and and it's just wicked, eh? It's very, and it's powerful too. Eh?
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Are you guys thinking of recording this show and bringing out a live CD?
Yeah, we recorded the APO one, and we're going to record. Well, we put in for funding anyway to record the NZSO. And the idea is to take the best of each concert, and we filmed it as well, so possibly
And so that's on the agenda for the next album then, that would be, and would there be new songs, or?
Well, we're actually writing another studio one, and I think realistically, because the NZSO gig's in October, by the time we actually mix it and that, it actually won't be ready for release until 2010, so we're hoping to get another studio album out, the 3rd studio album out by the end of this year, release that for summer, and then drop the orchestra one the following year. sort of basically put out an album every year.
Cool, check these guys out, MySpace/Little Bushman Band. Cheers.